think they're gonna color.
I think they made the wrong decision, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
So Zach, do you feel like you underperformed for your team knowing you were tied at the puzzle?
You know, I'd love to say that I did.
Do your best and forget the rest, I guess.
There's no discussion. The person who's going home knows they're going home.
So far, all the girls have been voted off. I'm last girl standing.
Gosh, Def, get your hand off his thing. What's wrong with you?
The ball's in the hoop. Whoever's team Waldo's on, vote him off.
Because Zach and Tony are sketchy ass.
I think I have to swing it. I think so.
He just put me in a tough situation. I didn't want to have to do this.
It's a strategy.
You did the right thing.
When I started this game, I thought it was just for fun, but it really has become Survivor. It's real.
Well, I'm just happy it's not me. Survivor. Yeah. You guys.
I was a serious contender for that medal.
Totally saw it coming 100% of the way. There's no way he's winning.
All right, we will start our jury questions with Brinley.
Nothing to say to them. Good
Okay.
job, guys.
Stand up
You
and
did
say
great
that.
in the
Yeah,
first
that's
2
what you can
rounds.
say. You can go to Nelson.
Oh, what a day. What a day. I have a couple questions. I'll start with Tony. Tony, I want to know what was going through your mind when you made the alliance with Zach. I want to know if you thought long term that would hurt or help you. You may answer.
Obviously, I'm in this game to help myself. Pretty selfish, right? However, Zach stood right next to me on the thing. I came in over from a tribe. I just need you to know that I came over from a brand new tribe. I figured I was the first target for you and Zach. So I leaned over to Zach and said, hey, like, let's go Alliance. I wasn't expecting to be here after that, after you got 2 votes, but it just happened to be that way. You took the high road out of here. Cast votes for me and Zach, and took yourself out of the game. I really appreciate that, because it definitely could have been you up here.
Aaron, Gentry, we had a fun run. Do you have anything to say to me? Either of you?
I love you.
Aaron, what do you think at the end of the day? You're sitting up there and I'm down here. I mean, what do you think? Do you think that we could have been a team at one point? Do you think we could have both been up there?
I wish we could trade places, because I think you deserve it.
First off, congratulations to all of you. It's a fun game. I had a great time, by the way. It's probably one of the best Survivors ever. I'd like to start off with a question to Gentry. So Gentry, tell me, what was like your beginning game plan? Like when you were going in, and then how did that change throughout the game, and what changed it? I know it's kind of a lot.
That's a lot of questions.
Yeah.
So I was kind of nervous at the beginning just because Nelson and I got split up, and then the 2 girls in the entire group got voted off at the beginning, and so I got super nervous. I was like, crap, this is going to turn into a big boys game. And so I knew that I had to pull my own weight, and I had to prove that I was an asset to all of these boys. So I feel like I did that. And then when I needed to, I got immunity for myself. I got a secret advantage, and I used that strategically to help myself, keep myself in the game, and to help get me to here. So, yeah.
Cool. All right, Aaron. During Survivor, what's been your favorite color so far?
Well,
I feel like there's an obvious choice.
It was red until it became blue.
So you're flip-flopping. I see.
Whatever team I'm on.
Tony, my boy. My sweet, sweet baby boy. So tell me, why should I vote for you, Tony?
Yo, you were my first ally, and I feel we could have had something beautiful had I not been switched, had I not picked up that chip and flipped teams. Going back when you got voted off, I mean, I was just one of probably.
I mean, literally everyone voted me off.
So I just
no hard feelings.
I didn't want them to think I was sketchy or anything, so that's why I had to vote you off too, even though I didn't mean it.
Tony, why did you vote me off?
You know what, Josh? It was preordained. We were gonna vote you off from the beginning. I mean, it was. I don't want to say whose idea it was in the group. The plan was if we lost, it was going to be you. And that wasn't on me. Gentry was a part of that as well. Lynch was a part of that, Waldo was a part of that. So I don't feel like that should be my entire blame. That was just how the game played out. I do commend you for your work with the puzzle. Did a great job with the puzzle, and in the eating game, you got us very far. It just so happened when we were standing out there, you walked away, and we were like, all right, it's Josh. So it's just how the cookie crumbled.
The next question is for Gentry. Gentry, why did you vote me off? When did you become a part of this?
Well, it started when I went to the bathroom, and I came outside, and you were huddled in a group with all these boys talking about voting me off. And so I was like, heck no, I'm not going down. Like, if you're going to talk behind my back, I'm going to take you out. So that's what kind of started me, okay, if we lose this, I'm taking out Josh because he's not on my side. And then afterward, once we lost the challenge and we were in tribal council, you like thrown me under the bus. So I was like, shh, that's it. You're done.
Okay, first off, I was joking when we were talking about voting you off. Completely joking. Second thing, we hindered us on the competition, but I wasn't holding that against you because you came in so clutch on the first one. And so that I was throwing those things out there to mix it up a little bit. Aaron, so obviously you started out on the red team and then you ended up on the blue team. Like, how did this loyalty between you and Gentry form?
Well, Gentry just seemed really sincere, and I didn't feel like she was gonna stab me in the back, so I figured she just seemed like the most trustworthy.
Oh, thanks, Aaron.
Congratulations to all three of you. I think you all played a great game. You guys all deserve to be there. My first question is for Aaron. I would like to know what point did Gentry approach you to backstab me?
Well, I wouldn't necessarily call it a backstabbing. It was more like one of you has to go. Really, she didn't approach me right until the last minute, and obviously we had a trustworthy alliance coming, and frankly we didn't know where you were going to cast your vote, so we just had to draw a name out of there, roll with it.
Tony, great game. You came in clutch at the end. I saw you booking it up that hill, and I knew I was gone. So, and you knew if you didn't get it, you were gone. Could you just walk me through, like, what was your strategy? Like, who did you align with, and how did that help you get to where you are now?
So yeah, going back to the blue team, original blue team, we had Waldo. We felt like we had you as well, and we had Gentry. I was planning on riding that Waldo train with you. I think Gentry was going to be the next one out, and then we were planning on merging. So I was planning on riding the blue train until the merge, but then I got switched over, had that collapse with Nelson and Zach.
Yikes.
My whole plan was just to kind of influence the vote, try to just make sure it wasn't me, and then just start picking people off. And once I saw Zach, who was in my new alliance after I lost Waldo, once he went out, I was like, oh dang, I'm on the outside. It was you three. So that's when I was like, all right, I just have to go win one. Went out, won one, and then was approached by these two about voting you off. And the reason I voted for you was because I know if you were up here, I would have lesser of a chance of getting votes, and I was just a numbers game.
I will say that it was never, I'll say it, I was going to kick off Aaron. And you thought it was going one way, and it wasn't?
I saw this playing out. I saw you as a very strong player, and I did not want to meet you in the finals, so I want to take you out. And then when it went Zach, and his vote got blocked, that's when I started panicking.
All right. Well, Jen, you were my strongest ally from the very beginning. I knew as soon as you were the only one eating, I was like, it's me and her, ride or die to the end. And literally, all I had to do was, at least what it seemed like to me, was we were just like, give me a name. And we just said a name, and that person got voted out every single time. And so congratulations for a great game. I will say I thought it was going to be me and you to the end. In the end, I see strategically why you got me out. I definitely see why people's feelings get hurt. But my question for you is, Was it going to be me and you to the end, like that was my plan, or when did you decide that when you were going to kick me off?
Yeah, from the beginning it was me and you till the end, was blue team. But then once the like merger stuff started happening, I got a tip from somebody that I was going to be on the chopping block for you, and I was like, well, great, I thought he was on my side. So all of a sudden I was like, crap, everybody's, you know, so unpredictable, and so then my strategy started to be like, I'm just going to take out everybody that I think is going to be unpredictable, that, you know, could just take me out. So that's why I didn't want to be sitting up here with you. And so at the end of the day, I mean, you were a great player in the game, and it was until I thought that you were going to take me out.
Well, I'll just say the two people that thought I was putting their name on the chopping block was never an option. But thanks, Jeff.
Thank you. All right, we will now give some time to our 3 finalists to collect your thoughts, and then you will be giving a closing statement. This will be the last thing you say to convince the jury. All right, this is your final statement. We'll start with Gentry this time. Gentry.
I am so glad I'm here. I'm so glad that we could all play Survivor together. As far as winning, I feel like I played a really good game. I said it before. I feel like I did my best. I feel like I outplayed a lot of people, and that's why I'm here, and that's the point of the game. And yeah, so thank you very much.
Aaron?
You know, I know I couldn't pick the destination in the end. I was just here for the journey. And the journey was a good one.
Tony.
So the 3 core principles of Survivor: we outlasted, we made it up here obviously, outwit. My strategy was to just kind of control my own destiny, and I did that up until the point where Zach got voted out, and then I knew I had to outplay, and in that last challenge I outplayed, and I just knew I had to win that, and I went out and did it, and I feel like I played my best game, played a good game of Survivor.
Thank you. We will now cast our votes, starting with Brinley.
I'm gonna go ahead and vote Gentry.
Listen, got some things running through my mind right now. I want to vote for Aaron because it's Lost Boys of Cache Valley. Gotta go with my girl. She's my sugar mama, and she played a heck of a game. I did not expect her to be in the top 3. Tony, for political reasons, I can't vote for him. I just can't do it. I have a sour taste in my mouth.
Alright. I think the reason I'm voting for this person is pretty apparent. My team, they betrayed me. I worked hard for them. I busted my butt to get them to where they got to, and they just decided to vote me for no reason. Aaron, he played a good game. He worked hard, and he wasn't on my team, but he didn't, betray me.
Alright, I decided this from the very get-go after the first challenge. The first challenge was really important to me because I wanted to see who I wanted to align with, who I wanted to vote with. And the fact that she ate all those cow tongues was definitely Gentry's in it to win it, and she deserves to win this game.
Played a heck of a game. He survived when he left our tribe, and he kept fighting. All of his allies went down in the end. He still managed to fight back, and he won when he needed it most. So I think he deserves to win.
All right, everybody has voted. I'll go tally the votes. The votes have been counted. The first vote. Tony. Second vote. Tony. Third vote. Gentry. 2 votes, Tony. 1 vote, Gentry. 4th vote. Aaron. 1 vote, Gentry. 1 vote, Aaron. 2 votes, Tony. 5th vote, Gentry. 2 votes, Gentry.
How many
2
are left?
votes, Tony. 2 votes left. 1 vote, Aaron. This vote, Gentry. 3 votes, Gentry. 2 votes, Tony. 1 vote, Aaron. Last vote, and the winner of this season of Survivor, Gentry.
Aaron, I tried. I could have bumped in these two after the betrayal.
I know. I knew. The second you